Secondary burden test. In this test, the burden connected to the secondary CT is measured. In this test, by injecting the AC current and measuring AC voltage by using the binary analog input and dividing voltage by current. The value of Z, an impedance angle, and consequently R and X of the secondary root are achieved. To perform this test, the time and current of the test are entered in state setting section in I-test and state time fields respectively. The specified current limitation for this field is 32 amperes, but 5 amperes current for 5 ampere CTs and 1 ampere current for 1 ampere CTs would be enough. After entering the state setting information, the wiring should be done in accordance with the illustration shown. Note that by double-clicking on the picture you can maximize it. To perform this test, first you need to disconnect the CT from all parts that connect the current to measurement equipment. In this wiring, you should short circuit IA1 and IB1 current output phases and connect IA2 and IB2 phases to the route through which the CT current is transferred. Also, to measure the AC voltage, you should connect the binary analog input 1 to the test route and further than the current injection connectors. Note that before performing the test, it is necessary to press Init Test so that the config of the device is done automatically. By clicking on this option, the current and time settings of the test as well as the hardware setting related to hardware configuration, including the device outputs and binary analog inputs, are configured by the software automatically. In Analog Output tab, in Hardware Configuration section, you can see that the wiring of the device is set at 32 ampere with the maximum burden of 400 volt ampere and the binary analog inputs 1 is activated for measuring the voltage. To better analyze the test, Table View, Detail View and Signal View windows can be used. After opening Table View window, you can see that the state with the frequency of 50 Hz and in accordance with the entered information is made in State Settings section. If you wish to view a more complete set of information of Table View, you need to use Detail View window, performing the test and analyzing the results. After doing the wiring here, 1 ampere and 2 seconds are entered in the current and time of the test respectively, and after pressing Init Test, the test will run. In Signal View, it is possible to view the actual current waveform and the voltage measured by binary analog input. By using the actual values waveforms and the voltage recorded in Signal View, it is possible to check the connections of the connectors. The result of the test can be viewed in Results section after the test is finished. The results include I injected, the amount of injected current, V measured, the measured voltage, the impedance of the root, angle of the impedance, and finally the values of R and X are displayed using Z cosine phi and Z sine phi relations. In actual burden field, the amount of power which can be provided by the CT secondary in nominal current is measured and the result is displayed in this field by the software. In the end, after the test is finished, it is necessary to add the results of the evaluation to the report, which is done by selecting Add to Report in Equipment Test. Also, if you wish to add specific parts of the evaluation to report or edit the report, you need to use Add to Report cog. By clicking on this cog, the item that can be added to the report are displayed and you can simply uncheck whichever you wish to remove from the report. Note that after each test, the results are not added to the report automatically and it is necessary to add the results of the performed test to the output report by selecting Add to Report after each test and before clearing the test. Note that if the burden burden of the root is low and you wish to have a more precise measurement, or the binary input number 1 is faulty, it is necessary to change the specified binary input. To do this, first press Init Test, then check Don't Change Hardware Setting option and go to Hardware Configuration window. Specify a different binary for the Measurement in Binary Analog Input tab. Here, as an example, input number 10 is selected, and after adjusting the required setting, the test is performed and the results are viewed. If you wish to select one of the binaries 1 to 8, it is necessary to enter the binary input target in accordance with the number of the intended binary. For example, to use the binary number 7, bin 7 should be selected as binary input target, while for binary number 5, bin 5 should be selected. Two notable points in performing a test are that error other means that there is a problem in the connection of the wiring or resistance of root is too high, so the device is not able to provide the burden needed to inject the current. Therefore, in case of facing this error, check the actual value of the current from signal view. If the current is injected from the device, but the difference with the specified current is too high, the indicator of high resistance of the root and the actual current equals 0 indicates that the current injection route is open. If the root resistance is too high, the test current should be decreased, and if the actual current equals 0, the connection of the connectors should be checked. The other point is that the voltage read by the binaries of the device need to have similar cycles. If the read values have a too high or 0 tolerance, this means that the connectors are not connected correctly.